Page 8, Hello Young Lovers, another piece from a musical. 3/4 time. Now there's a note there at the top. Look out for the new left-hand low notes in the following piece. I guess the following piece is this piece. They're talking about this piece. But the new low notes were the notes you used in the previous piece. So get your pieces figured out and we're ready to go, I guess. I don't know. 3/4 time. No sharps or flats. We're in the key of C major. Let's just stick with that and go with it. Take it one hand at a time and work out this fingering. I may have a suggestion or two. Pick up beat on the, here, so we're coming in on beat 3. And then the half note, that is a D, an E, and a G. Never mind what it sounds like, just play the notes. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2. Now, the last measure of the first line, well, it's the last two measures of the first line. You're here. I want to connect the melody, but I don't have enough fingers. So I'm going to do what's known as a finger substitution. Now you can play it just like it's written, and you did this. So it's, I got to use little finger again. I want to connect these. Well, to do that, I can't use little finger. I mean, there's a way to do it, but I don't recommend it. But use fourth finger, and then immediately put little finger on it. I substitute it. And do it immediately. Immediately, right after you play it, do it. Just get in the habit when you do a finger substitution, do it immediately. So the 4 and 5. Now I can connect it. Is what I recommend. It's a little more advanced fingering, but hey, you're getting up there. Try it out. So those last two measures. So 1. Now third line down. Look out. The D is tied. This first two measures. The C goes to. That's fine. Just hold the D down. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Third finger. E flat there, and that's a dotted half note. Hold it down. And then going on, it's 3 and 4. You just scrunch up and go on. And thumb. This way we're in position for this ugly looking chord that we've had before. Going on, second line, page 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. It's not a lot going on there. Let's go down to the fourth line. Fifth finger, you're starting. Now they want third finger. It's good. That's fine. We do this kind of thing. So it's 1, 2. Rest, and during the rest, I want you to come down. Another way of doing that at the bottom is here. You go ahead and use thumb and then fourth finger, because when you have repeated notes, you can change fingers. It's easy. We do it a lot. But if it's easier for you to move during the rest, that's fine too. And then the last two measures at the bottom of page 9, the D is tied again. So hold it down when you play the B. Rest. And then they both come up, and then you come back up, because you're going to go back to the sign, the D, S, Sol, Fi. Now come back to that. Left hand. Well, you got the C and the G. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Isn't this fun? Oh, I'm excited now. Let's go down to the third line here. 1, 2, 3, 1. Didn't get much better, did it? During the rest, on the third line, last measure, during the rest, you come up here. You can use 5 and 2 or 5 and 1. It's up to you. 2, rest, because you got to rest to move. 1, 2, rest. 2, rest. That last measure on page 8, that is a B natural again, because that flat in the previous measure is only good for that measure. Remember the rules for accidentals. It's only for that measure. So the last two measures on page 8 is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. During the rest, on the top of page 9, at the end of the line, during the rest, you come up. So the second line, you're ready. 1, 2, 3, G, B flat, 3, then A, C, and ugly looking thing. This is the third line down on page 9, third measure. It's an F and an E. 2 ledger lines above the staff is an E. 2, and again, don't worry about what it sounds like, just play the notes. 2, 3, and you can use your second finger if your hand's big enough. That's good fingering, I like that. If your hand's not big enough, you gotta use thumb again. But if you can, use second finger. However, for going on, now you do use thumb. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it's 2, 3, 1, 2, and the last line is 5, 2 on that. D, right there. And then during the rest, come down. 1, 2, 3, rest, rest. Put the hands together. I know I'm going kind of fast, but you can watch this video more than once. I just don't want to take forever to get through this. So it's here. And remember on the third beat, it's going to be here and here. Those notes, you don't hold those down. Here you do hold that note down. The page 9, first line, last measure. That's C's by itself. Then go on. I don't see anything tricky about that. And once you do that, then we can add in the dynamic or the slurs. Follow the words and the sentences, just connect it as best you can, but you got staccatos in the wrist staccato here. You have tenuto line, just hang on to that, the whole thing. Don't give it any extra stress or nothing. Just don't cut it. In the right hand, you're connecting them all. Good luck with that. So you're connecting one, but not the other. Now here, you can lift up here. It's a new phrase, so you're going to lift up like taking a breath. So that's fine there. So third line. Again, the end of the first line on page 9 here. It's a new phrase. Lift up. But connect here. Now here, I don't care if you connect that or not. But connect this in the left hand. So the phrase ended with you. This is just an afterthought. So whether you connect it or not, I don't care. But connect the left hand. Then lift up. Now it's a new phrase. Connect all this together. Now lift up in the right hand, like to breath. Staccato at the bottom, both hands. There's no staccato there, you just one rest. Then you go back to the sign. Dynamic wise, let's do the melody, and these dynamics are suggestions. Just moderately loud. It's the top note in the right hand. That's what we want to hear. Do the best you can. Keep this left hand like soft or very soft. So forth, and you're staying in that area. You're not going to stay exactly there. It's in that area. You can get a little louder and softer after you get to know it and you get into the music and start feeling it. Then you can change it slightly. And when you get to the end of the first line on page 9, come down a little bit to moderately soft. The left hand is still very soft. Now there's a crescendo at the end of the third line. You're going to start getting louder, and you're going to go all the way up to loud. But don't get loud until the last beat of the next line. So you got to hold 3 measures to get loud. So in the 4th line, you're still soft. Go up a little bit to moderately soft. Now moderately loud. Now I go loud. And you're staying loud pretty much. I don't know. You can experiment. And maybe you want to come down just a little bit to moderately loud. Whatever. Add the dynamics. But it's better if you feel the dynamics. So in a lot of cases, it might even help to not even think about dynamics too much until you get to the point where you're getting into the music, that the mechanics are out of the way, and then you can examine the dynamics. I mean, it's up to you on how you do it, but I usually try and do some dynamics as I'm learning it because it can affect the fingering and the technique somewhat, but I don't do much fine-tuning of the dynamics until I get into the music, and I'm constantly fine-tuning and changing. But speed-wise, brightly, it's a fast piece. It's a fast waltz. As far as the roadmap goes, you have the DS all fine at the bottom of page 9. DS means go back to the sign. I won't get into the Italian, you can go look that up. The sign is at the top of page 8, the little squiggly thingy-majigger. That's it, and they have the double bars there. Isn't that nice? So you go back to there. The fine is at the top of page 9 at the end of the first line. It's the half note. And really, the double bars belongs in front of the quarter note, in my opinion, not after it. So you play in the half note, and that's it. You're done. Don't go on. You're done. Okay. That's basically the piece.